Greetings.
Fair day. I'm Astanya, watch captain. With the Queen in town, we have extra security precautions to see to. Where are you traveling from? Old Raz sent you, eh? That could complicate things. Thank you for telling me. The Queen's enemies are all around her. Her protectors must be vigilant at all times, and this information will be critical in their calculations. I'll make sure news of the Marmor is passed on to the appropriate parties. Don't you worry about that. Now, what's your name? I'll need it for the official register. I'll just write that down. By order of the 1st Oridon Marines, your presence in Valkelgard has been registered. Do your best to stay out of trouble and out of the way. Fare you well. Help? No, I don't think so. Actually, my guardsmen are all tied up right now. If you're up to it, perhaps you could look into some things for me. Good. I want you to speak with 2 members of the Queen's Court, Advisor Norian and Steward Aminwe. They await assistance from the guard, hands I can't spare just now. Who do you want to speak to first? I see you prioritize well. You'll find him at a warehouse west of here. Be sure to tell him that I sent you. Once you've finished with both of them, report back to me on the town's upper level. Well, what are you waiting for? You hit your head recently? The Queen leads the Old Mary Dominion. She had some kind of wild time away from court a few years back, but now she's returned to reclaim her birthright, lead the Alliance. Off gallivanting across Tamriel? Who knows? Who cares? I wish I could just quit my job then come back to it when I get bored. Probably talking up the unity of the Dominion. Not all the Altmer are fans of the Alliance yet. No offense. Queen Irene's personal guard. They're led by Battle Reeve Urselmo, one of the most decorated warriors in the Dominion. No, I'm captain of the city guards here. The Marines are the right arm of the Queen. My duty is to the city. Huh! He's got an active imagination, that one. We know each other, sure. Drew blades together a few times. But I'm not sure I'd call him a friend. Not since he signed up with the Queen. He didn't tell you? Of course he didn't. He's the biggest liar I know. Razandar works directly for the Queen herself. Some kind of hush-hush cloak and dagger outfit. Thieves and liars, the lot of them.
I'm busy here. Away with you. In that case, you'll do nicely. My servant followed a burglar to this warehouse. The ignorant knave stole a set of marine deployment plans for the Queen's upcoming speech. Well, I'm sure I wouldn't know. I'm no burglar. In any case, we can't let those plans escape. They could be used to bypass the Queen's security, and we wouldn't want that.
please. I did just as you asked. Yes. Yes, you did.
Well, did you find the plans? Oh, a pity. Keep the plans. You can give them to the captain next time you see her. In the meantime, I must attend to the Queen. Some kind of criminal feud, I'm sure. Now then, if you have some other task, you should be about it. Do I look like a steward's assistant? Do you take me for a commoner? No. But yes, I happen to know where she is. East Warehouse, just north of the docks. You can go now.
Greetings.
I'm sorry, I can't help you right now. I'm very busy and there's a lot to do. Oh, all right then. What was it? Right, the supplies. 2 of my cooks took deathly ill right in the middle of preparing the Queen's feast. I suspect sabotage. I want to be sure all of our food supplies are safe. I'm not upset. Not at all. I'll examine the supplies in here. You go to the warehouse next door, make sure everything is fresh, and there's nothing out of place.
Hold it right there.
Did you find anything? Thank the stars! You found the problem! Hold on to that. The captain will want to see it. A uniform? Must have been a cut purse. They're always hanging around the docks waiting to steal away with some cargo. Be careful around here.
Hello.
Tell me what you found. Good, good. Look, I hate to rush you, but I have another task for you. One of my men, Heldil, has cornered a thug nearby. We need to talk to this lowborn scum. We've no time for this. He's involved in a plot against the Queen, that's all I can say. We need someone like you to get to him. He refuses to speak with a member of the Guard. Just hold it for the moment. Heldil is just up the stairs here, house on the right. Get going. Remember, the Queen's service.
Hello there.
Kindly step back. We have a situation here. Ah, help from the captain. Excellent. Inside, we've cornered a dangerous Mer. He's wanted by the Crown, has valuable information, and threatens to kill himself every time we approach the door. I need him alive. Just get in there and get him talking. Don't listen to what he says. He's half crazed. You get him talking, we move in behind you. Got it?
Get back! One step closer, and I'll cut my throat! Why should I trust you? Fine. Fine. Just don't try anything. Get in here. You're no god. Thank the stars. Quickly, we don't have much time. They're coming. I know you're just a distraction. Listen closely. Captain Estania is corrupt. She's a member of a group called the Veiled Heritants. Veiled Heritants. They're planning an assassination attempt on the Queen at the temple. They bribed members of her staff to get the speech moved here, where they can have the captain in their pocket. No. Only what I've seen and heard. Please, you must warn the Queen. She's in grave danger, and the guards here... Oh no.
Good work, citizen.
Traitors. Scum.
Shut your mouth. You're under arrest.
I live only to serve the Queen.
Sure you do. Baritale?
With pleasure.
Good work. Don't worry. He'll receive a fair trial. The captain is always very even-handed in her pronouncements. Good call. We'll see that this man is taken to a cell. With respect, of course. I have to admit I'm impressed. Cool like the scales of Auriel you are. Good luck with the captain. She sent word. She's moved to protect the Queen. That'll be at the Manor House. Stars guide your steps now.
Hold! I must speak with you.
Hail.
Ah, my errand runner. So good to see you again. Stop right there. On my authority as captain, you're under arrest. Under suspicion of conspiracy to regicide. What's that in your pack? Deployment plans for the Marines at the temple. And do I smell the taint of poison on the air? These are the tools of an assassin. It's no use arguing, scum. Not another word out of you.
Raz must admit, even he did not think we'd be seeing each other again so soon. How are you, my friend? He's here to help, as always. You may have noticed your new friend Phaezion lies dead on the ground behind you. Raz knew Phaezion well, as he thought he did Astanya. The captain happened. Phaezion and Raz worked together as agents of the Queen. Phaezion was not willing to give up secrets, and so now Phaezion is dead. You will soon be free. But as on the island, Raz must ask your aid. You must warn the Queen and her battle reeve. The captain will attempt to murder the Queen at the temple. You must get past the captain's men. Seek out another of Our Lady's agents, Esheba. She stands watch in the marketplace, peddling her wares. Ask her for a souvenir of the First Marines, and she will set you on your path. Now, out of here. Save the Queen. This one imagines you have some questions. What can Raz tell you? You have this one's apologies. He was looking for Phasian. It is a happy accident for us both that you could be saved. You escaped the cell, and Razumdar's new plan to warn the Queen moves forward. It is somewhat embarrassing, but this one's face is known to some of the royal court. If Razumdar were to approach, they would know something is amiss. You, a new face in a Marine's uniform, they would suspect nothing. Is there anything else this one can convey? Yes, as did Phasian. He told you true. We are the eyes of the Queen. We are few, and we stick to the shadows. But we have the honor of being the Queen's most trusted agents. The Battle Reeve is fiercely loyal. He believes his Marines are immune to manipulation, like newly forged steel blades. But Razumdar knows better than most how quickly stains can set in. They don't think we need the Dominion to survive. They think the Queen is making a mistake, elevating the Bosmer and Khajiit to be equals with the High Elves. Racists, isolationists, and general idiots.
Greetings.
You break the law, and the law will break you.
Greetings, Milksop. You must be lost. This is where Undaunted drink, not Milksops. Now go away, Milksop. This one does not want to catch your milksopiness. Ha! You've probably fought what? Some mud crabs and malnourished bandits? Undaunted tackled the big things. Scary things. Found only in the dark places of the world. Things with flesh-eating fists, hungry for your face. We are thrill-seeking adventurers, every one. We aren't mercenaries like the Fighters Guild, or patriots like the Dominion. We fight to prove we're the toughest of the litter. You want in? You'll have to prove yourself. That's the spirit. What's a centuries-old cursed bloodline in the face of unmitigated bravado? Enter the banished cells, stay a while, maybe bother a ghost. If you come out alive, see me at the tavern in Volkelgard. We'll talk more then. This one doesn't help. This one has already done his due diligence, seen his share of dangerous delves. His job is strictly to send the uninitiated head first into unknowable terror. But good luck in there. You'll come back with a story for sure. We're experienced adventurers. We can teach you skills and tactics a soldier cannot. Our battlefields are the deeps of Tamriel. There's also a cache of weapons and equipment found on our adventures for sale. Much more exotic than the local armory. Out by the old Release tombs, you'll find the banished cells. It's just a rumor, but I've heard there's an undead king there, and he's quite a handful for those who guard him. Sounds worthy of a visit. How often do you get to see an undead king?
Esheba has just about anything you could want. So, what can she get you? Esheba has... Is that so? Don't be shy. What do you need? Ah, yes. Esheba has that. The perfect thing to suit your needs. But are you certain? This souvenir comes with certain expectations. A wise purchase, then. Very beneficial. Please take it from the chest here, just behind me. If you see our mutual friend again, be sure to give him this one's best.
Explain yourself. What are you doing here? Razumdar. Yes, I know the name. You haven't answered my question, though. We've taken every precaution. The whole area is locked down. Watch Captain Estonia assured me. The guard, Captain? Absurd!
A moment, Anselmo. I would hear what this one has to say.
Queen Irene, I fear for your safety. Please disregard what was said, just...
Razandar was mentioned. He acts on my behalf. If you won't investigate, I will.
Apologies, my queen. As you will. You are a capable woman, but you must be wary. You, come with me. We'll investigate the temple together. What's happened here?
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I tried to stop them. Watch out. On the balcony. It's Estanya. It's a trap!
Selmo. I see you've met my latest toy.
Estanya? Traitor! Come down here and face me!
Our queen has betrayed us. I wanted her head. I'll settle for yours. Kill them.
So be it, Estanya.
It's not over yet, Battle Reeve. The Dominion won't last. The Veiled Heritance will see to that.
The Dominion will last long after your corpse cools. Now come down here and face your death.
Incompetence. I'll have to take care of you myself.
We need to report back to the Queen. Let's get out of here.
Well, what did my protectors find? Estanya, I can't believe it. No doubt Selmo will triple his watch. She truly was an agent of the Veiled Heritance. Betrayal. She turns against her people after years of service, and she spoke of my betrayal? She obviously could not be trusted. But you have proven your worth. The Marines are blunt instruments. A queen must have a lighter touch. You've met Razandar, first in the eyes of the Queen. Would you join him? Become an elite agent for the good of the Dominion? Excellent. By what power I hold, I name you an agent in my employ. You are now an Eye of the Queen, bonded to my service. Oriel keep you safe, and Xarxis guard your words. Now to look to larger things. I must cement my position and continue my tour of the Isle. I must make for the ancient site known as Tanzelwil. Normally, a new monarch communes quietly with the dead. We're supposed to show willingness to heed the wisdom of our ancestors. As you saw today, my reign so far has been anything but normal. I worry there will be complications, and the presence of my newest eye would assuage that worry. Make your way to Tanzelwil at your own pace. Seek out my entourage when you arrive. They'll be able to direct you to me. And good luck to us both on the road. As you wish. I'm not sure I know much more than you at this point. I wish I could say yes. Astanya got closer than anyone else has. Subverting a watch captain. I can't believe they'd be so bold. Oh, thank Oriel. Someone who's not too blinded by my crown to ask a real question. Apologies. Of course I'd be happy to chat. What would you like to know? My father, King Hidalith of Eleanor, passed on to Aetherius. He was a good man, as is my brother, Naemon. I returned to take my father's place because my lifetime of experience has prepared me, honed me to be the ruler we need. Huh. Have you heard some of the rumors? My exploits have been greatly exaggerated, I can assure you. Except the story about the bear. That one's true. As you wish. I'm not sure I know much more than you at this point. An end to the Dominion. They want me to step down, to appoint their own regent, for everyone not of high elven descent to leave the Somerset Isles. The list goes on and on. They're racists, high elven supremacists with no understanding of the real world. Short-sighted misanthropes with delusions of grandeur. Bastard throwbacks that should crawl back beneath their rock. Oh, thank Oriel. Someone who's not too... To be blunt, the Altmer are too few. Together with the Wood Elves and Khajiit, we have the iron will, the strength of arms, and the depth of character to solve the problems facing Tamriel. I do. I spent years traveling the face of Nirn. The alliance we've forged is the strongest in the world. I spent months working with the Main and the Tree Thanes to create this dominion of ours. I'm very proud of it. No, Raz and I met while I was traveling many years ago. We met in Wayrest. Or was it Whiterun? Something with a W. The story's a long one and involves a drunken schoolmarm and a purple velvet dress.
Greetings.
Hello there.
I've not seen you before, have I?
Fivefold venerations, my friend. Greetings.
I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige. Welcome to the Harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events. Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Baron Aquilarius, the son of Colovian Duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Varen was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abnathan, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Saha, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Baron Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Each of the Five Companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more about? You've already met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Varen chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard. Sai Sahan came from a long line of Red Guard Swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Varen's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group. The Therns are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Varen was able to seize the Imperial throne years before. Manamako the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness. Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manamako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manamako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill.
Yeah.
By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Varen Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manamako, what have you done?
Oh, gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh! Forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and Oblivion, allowing Manamako to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark anchors and initiate the plane melt. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nan. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Manamako tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nan from their hosts. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Manamako and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Moloch Baal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manamako and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manamako got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Manamako feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me. Long ago it was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. but the soul burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired. Moloch Baal's dark anchors pierced the torn veil and seemed to draw near into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction were appearing all throughout Tamriel. Lord of brutality and domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible flame melt. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. So it falls to us, Vestige. We must stop Moloch Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. But now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage? As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now. And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time. Minimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies. Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vestige.
Hail.
Hello there.
Tell me you're here to buy. Stars know we've got the goods.
The biggest liar in Tamriel is, they say.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
Next time I'm in the field, I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Or two. Welcome to our hall. Are you familiar with the guild? The Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk for a moment? Excellent. I know we'll all be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you? Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains, plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Hard fights. Ha! There's a good question. We train our members in special techniques. And the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know, you might be the next Yofnir. Guildmaster Yofnir passed away recently, very suddenly. I always thought he'd die with a blade in his hand. But he passed away in his sleep, called to Sovngarde by his ancestors. We all miss him, but Colors has proven to be a very able leader. No, we only draw blades in service to the Guild. We're technically neutral in the war between the three alliances. We love the Eagle Banner and Her Majesty, of course. But every race, every creed belongs under the Guild Hall's roof. Then let me be the first to officially welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra. You're in luck, comrade. Sees All Colors herself is here today. Why don't you go introduce yourself?
Greetings. Comrade, we have need of you. Will you fight by our side? The Guild has accepted an unusual contract. We've agreed to eradicate Daedric anchors when they drop from the sky. Wherever they appear, Molag Bal's minions soon follow. As we speak, 2 of my guardians investigate rumored anchor sites. Merrick and Aleph are the best the Guild has to offer. Meet up with them on the beach east of Volkelgard. You can proceed from there. I know you'll change the river's course, comrade. They're investigating the coastline down the beach from the Guard Lighthouse. A powerful benefactor. She hates that monsters can ruin the lives of everyday folk. Our benefactor has put gold behind her principles, and so we put our strength behind her cause. They are the tendrils of Cold Harbor, reaching into Nirn. The minions of Molag Bal erect dark shrines in his honor, landing sites for these horrors. The coin this contract brings is good, and in this time of trouble, we need a focus. Yes, I am new to my role as Guildmaster. The death of my mentor, Yofnir Iceblade, has been hard on the Guild. He was well liked among the rank and file. I hope the river has carried his soul where it wanted to go. A powerful benefactor. She hates that he's a proud Redguard warrior, one of our best, and a follower of Stendar. Merrick's full title is Resolute Warhorn. He's sworn to fight the spawn of Oblivion wherever they touch Tamriel. Proof that the Guild accepts all kinds. A Khajiit. She does as much damage with her wicked tongue as with her curved blade. Taciturn, rude sometimes, but a cunning fighter.
You here for crafting certification? Don't worry, there's no cost involved. Your alliance covers all my fees. Once you're certified, they'll let you fulfill the crafting writs. Everyone wins! They're daily requests for crafted goods, but they're only available to certified crafters. If you can show me you know your craft, I'll get you certified. I can train and certify blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers. If that sounds like something you'd want, we can get started. Have you spoken with Danel Teleno? He handles certification and training for provisioning, enchanting, and alchemy. He's a bit stuffy, but he knows what he's doing. Excellent! We can get started whenever you're ready. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else. Prove you know your way around a forge and I'll certify you. But you have to commit. I can only train one discipline at a time. I want you to craft a simple iron dagger. First you'll mine some iron ore, then refine the ore into iron ingots. You'll use those ingots to make the dagger. Yes, you have to prove you know your way around a blacksmithing station. Those are the rules. For now, bring me an armload of iron ore. Once you're back, you'll refine them into iron ingots. There's a place outside of town which should still have some iron ore veins.
head there and mine it for yourself. Bring me 10 solid chunks of iron ore. If those veins are played out, you'll need to find iron ore on your own. Look near rock formations, outcroppings, or hills. Sometimes you'll see it by streams or beaches where the water has exposed it to the elements. The same goes for most other kinds of ore. If you're in a guild, check the guild stores. They often have raw materials and refined goods for sale. Of course, you can always trade with a friend. When you're ready, meet me at the blacksmithing station.
Surprise me. Say something intelligent.
I recognize you. You were talking with Selmo in the courtyard earlier. I heard about what happened with Estonia. Most of us aren't like that. Will you spare a moment for the true Volkel watch? This guardsman is from the village of Sisalen. They're under attack. He managed to say something about the first Auradon Marines before he succumbed to his wounds. Something about a fire, a village ablaze. With Estonia's death, we're a bit disorganized. Please, you handled the captain so well. Go to Sisalen, northwest of Volkergard. Find the Conan Reeve or his daughter Elwyn, and help those people.
I'll wait here until you do. You're back. I take it you found enough ore? Bring the iron ore to a blacksmithing station. If you have enough, you can refine them into iron ingots. Really put your back into it. When you have iron ingots, return to me. When you're ready, meet me at the blacksmithing station. Bring some iron ore to a blacksmithing station. You can refine it there to get... Refining ore into ingots is a good way to build your muscles. Well, in one arm. Best to switch every now and then. Otherwise, you'll be lopsided. Go to the blacksmithing station and craft an iron dagger. Nothing fancy. You shouldn't need more than 2 iron ingots. Oh, and you'll need a style material. You can purchase them from any blacksmith, or scavenge them yourself if you're thrifty. Every race has a traditional material they work into their weapons and armor. For example, the Imperial style material is nickel. I should know. Every day in the Legion camps, I worked a pile of it. You can learn how to craft with another race's style material by studying racial motif books. They're quite rare, mostly held by collectors, so watch for them in your travels. When you're ready, meet me at the blacksmithing station. Craft an iron dagger. You'll need some iron ingots. The trick is the style material, but I'm sure you know that. Next is deconstruction. You learn a lot when you break something into parts, even more so when it's someone else's work. Go deconstruct your dagger, or anything else really, as long as you do it at a blacksmithing station. You'll regain some components, of course, but the real trick is to deconstruct another crafter's work. You can learn far more by disassembling someone else's material than your own. It's a fancy way to say take something apart. The term originally came from Altmer poetry critiques. High elves consider their physical crafts to be forms of poetry, so it stuck. You can't know what a sword is, only what it's not, and so forth. You certainly know your way around a forge. You're a blacksmith, and let none tell you otherwise. Of course, I'll get you certified right away so you can fulfill blacksmith crafting writs immediately. There's only one more certification I can provide. If you need training, I have time. A good woodworker sees the final product before cutting the first block of wood. But I can't teach two crafts at once. If you commit yourself to the training, I'll certify. I want to know if you can craft a maple bow. First, go harvest some rough maple. You'll refine it into sanded maple at a woodworking station. Last, you'll take the sanded maple and turn it into a maple bow. Absolutely! Bows are challenging to craft. Show me you're up to the challenge and I'll happily certify you. But first, go get me a bundle of rough maple. There's a place nearby which should have what you need. Collect an armload and return here. If there's not enough, you'll need to search for more. You most often see it in forested areas. Occasionally you'll spot it on beaches, washed up as driftwood. Look for mossy logs. Did you know a mossy log was a notorious kind of imperial chocolate? Had to sand your tongue after eating it. Ugh. I'll meet you over at the woodworking station.
fine weapon you've got there.
Please, you have to believe me. The whole town has turned.
So, you're the one that saved the Queen, eh? You don't look that special.
Anyone can be crowned emperor. That's one of the risks we take.
Look for rough maple in forested areas. Sometimes you'll see log. You should avoid cutting a rough maple log with a wasp nest inside. It's rather unpleasant. So are the lotions you'll need for the stings. Bring the rough maple to a woodworking station. As long as you have enough, you can refine it into sanded maple. Return to me when you've done that, and we'll talk about crafting a maple bow. I'll meet you over at the woodworking station.
You think the Daedra are going to wait for you?
Bring some rough maple to a woodworking station and I prefer to work with maple. It's reliable, plentiful, rarely full of wasps. Craft a maple bow at a woodworking station. You'll need sanded maple, also a style material. Scavenge them yourself or buy a style material from a carpenter. I'll meet you over at the woodworking station.
You call that speed? I've seen dozing Argonians move faster.
The teeth on these saws are flatter than mine. Oh, carpentry. It's a labor of love. Unrequited, I'm afraid.
News travels fast in places where nothing ever happens.
Certainly. Woodworkers shape wood into all manner of useful tools, but bows, staves and shields are our specialty. This work requires fine lumber and a sturdy work table. We also seek out style books and rare ingredients for more advanced work. Sure, while shaping the wood, we can choose a special trait to focus on. It takes research to discover these techniques, but it's well worth the effort. Increasing the weight or tuning the angle can draw out different advantages in the final product. Well, the piece can be improved even more through the use of resins, special elements that enhance the value and quality of your work. The improvement process is delicate, so be sure you've got enough tempers and a steady hand. Good luck!
Craft a maple bow. Bring some sanded maple to a good bow will get you far in life. Making good bows will get you farther. Excellent! Now we can talk about deconstruction. You grow as a woodworker when you disassemble your own creations, even more so with someone else's work. Head to a woodworking station and deconstruct your... I've seen everything I need to see. You're a fine woodworker with a steady hand. Certainly. You're more than qualified to fulfill woodworking crafting writs. I'll certify you immediately. I have nothing left to teach. Have you spoken with Danel Teleno? He can certify you in enchanting, alchemy, and if you convince me you know how to use a needle and thread, I'll certify you. However, you must commit. I can't certify two things at once. Show me you can craft a pair of homespun gloves. First, you'll collect some raw jute, then return here and refine it. Finally, you'll use refined jute to make the gloves. Of course. It was the first trade I studied. I'm happy to certify anyone familiar with a clothing station. Now run forth and bring me a pile of raw jute. I spotted some raw jute growing on the outskirts of town. You might as well harvest it yourself. Should that not be enough, you'll have to search elsewhere. Watch for it when you're roaming the wilderness, especially in grassy areas. It has a distinctive yellow flower that's hard to miss once you've seen it. I'll meet you over at the clothing station.
Greetings.
Search grassy areas in the wilderness. Raw jute is plentiful if you know where to look. Just don't chew on it. It can really do a number on your... Well, just don't chew on it. Take the raw jute to a clothing station. If you have enough, you can easily refine it. Bring the refined jute to me when you're done, and then you'll make some homespun gloves. I'll meet you over at the clothing station. Before you make the gloves, when I'm refining jute, I sing to help pass the time. Not too loud. I don't want to disturb the other clothiers. Head to the clothing station and craft a pair of homespun gloves. You shouldn't need much refined jute. Don't forget the style material. You can purchase them from any clothier or scavenge them yourself. You mean half-hide braces? It's a similar process. Skin animals for leather scraps, refine scraps into rawhide, and craft the braces with a style material. But I'm not supposed to say you should kill and skin a pack of wolves. Let's stick to jute. I'll meet you over at the clothing station.
citizens of Oregon.
Craft a pair of homespun gloves. You'll need refined jute and a style material. You know, I'm a master clothier, yet I still own a pair of homespun gloves. They keep my hands warm at night. Sometimes simple is better. Wonderful! Now for deconstruction. There's much to learn from breaking down your own work, even more so with someone else's creation. Head to a clothing station and deconstruct your gloves. Or anything else, really. Just be sure you do it. You're more than capable with needle and thread. I'll be proud to call you my colleague. Already done. You'll now be able to fulfill clothier crafting writs, and I look forward to seeing more of your work. I have nothing left to teach. Have you spoken with Daniel Teleno? He can say, of course. What do you want to know? I can explain how to craft stronger items with more materials, tell you about the improvement of existing items, or discuss research. You can easily create more powerful weapons, armor, and shields. Simply increase the amount of refined material during an item's creation. You can greatly improve weapons, armor, and shields with certain rare materials. These materials are unique to each craft. Bring any tempers you find to a blacksmithing station. You can improve the quality of forged weapons or heavy armor. A word of warning, unless you have enough tempers, some weapons, armor, and shields possess rare traits that distinguish them from others. Every kind of item has its own unique set of traits. Once you research a trait, bring any item with a trait to the appropriate crafting station and research it. You'll lose the... You can greatly improve weapons, armor, and shields with certain rare materials. If you bring tannins to a clothing station, you can improve the quality of light or medium. Of course. What do you... Fair question. I was an apprentice clothier in the Imperial City, but my old armies need all kinds of weapons and armor. You learn to pick up a few skills along the way.
Thrill to the carnival Skywatch Defiance Festival, the greatest party of the year.
Hail.
Skywatch Defiance Festival, the greatest
Knees up and breathe. Can't fight Data if you're dead.
Hello.
Destroy this anchor, and scores more will take its place. Like all worldly things, you will in time wear the used up.
I have nothing left to teach. Have you spoken with Daniel Teleno? He can certify you at enchanting? Of course. I can explain how to craft stronger items. You can greatly improve where you'll want to bring resins to a wood.
Ah, it's my comrade in arms. Welcome.
Hail.
Fascinating application of the technique. Welcome. Are you here on Mages Guild? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
The system of inter-evocative hermetic harmonic resonance we still use today was developed during the construction.
Yes, that's just in line. Well met, Adept. I believe I may have a task for you. New members are the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me. To the north of the city lies the ruin known as Ondel.
If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find. The ruins of Ondil are a dark and dangerous place. Tread carefully.
Here you can see the third law of arcane pyrodynamics in action, class. Do not treat these concepts lightly.
There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me? A provisioner condenses the essence of ingredients into food or drink. A true artist balances palate with nutrition. I can share this noble profession, but I can only certify one craft. Provisioning is a rewarding yet grueling profession. Gruel, you see. I am capable of levity, on occasion. First, you'll need a recipe and some ingredients. Then you shall roast a pig. Yes, I hope you don't think it beneath you. As bards learn lyrics before singing them, provisioners must work from recipes. A recipe specifies volume, proportion, and preparation time. Understanding these principles is key. I keep an old rival's recipe nearby. Go, find and memorize it. Return to me when you have done so. Provisioners are quite secretive, but all is fair in brews and stews. Some provisioners hide recipes in old drawers or shelves, thinking themselves clever. Better to memorize the recipe, then others cannot possibly learn your secrets. Should coin be of no issue to you, guilds often sell such items in their guild stores. You may also trade with an ally if they have any excess. When you're ready, find me by the cooking fire.
Never, I repeat, never attempt to draw magicka from the environment like this in the field. Disaster will be your only reward.
Hail.
It's a fine day for staying out of trouble.
Roast pig is an easy recipe to learn, but difficult to master. Provisioners are only as good as their ingredients. The fewer the better. Simplicity of pairing is key. Now, go find ingredients for roast pig. If my stocks are empty, you should find what you need in town. Barrels, sacks of grain, kitchens, of course. It's food, it's simply around. Find what you need and take it. Once you're returned with the ingredients, I've always believed the hunt for ingredients is its own reward. Now, the moment of truth. Go to a cooking pot with your ingredients and follow the recipe. Return to me with the results, so your worth as a cook. Ingredients? One is solid, the other liquid. Truly, I don't understand the question. Quality food and drink boosts your energy, and a full belly lasts for quite some time. A provisioner's fare is much healthier than any old slop you find around. Why eat a bandit's grilled capon when you can make your own? Bring me your culinary creations. Interesting scent. Do I detect a hint of Wamasu? No, that can't be right. Not how I do it, of course, but interesting enough to pass certification. You may now fulfill provisioning writs. Keep your pots warm and your ladle... Your command of the crafts is impressive, but not yet in totality. Enchanters harness the possibility of runes, transforming them into the certainty of glyphs. I'll teach you, but I can only focus on one certification at a time. Is this agreeable? Potency, essence, and aspect. All beneath the stars bear these component concepts. When combined, they form glyphs, which add enchantments to items. First, you'll find these component runes. Then Absolutely, for such is the essence of enchanting. Runes of potency, essence, and aspect are the fundamental components of glyphs. Collect one of each variety before you return. I know of a cache outside this town. It is a rare exception for runes to be clustered so close together, so thank whatever gods you worship. Should the runes be absent, you must search further afield. There are many places one can find runes, but the ancient ruins of Tamriel are where I look first. Outside, primarily. They tend to gutter out if kept away from starlight.
Hello there.
Sometimes admire our prey, and secretly applaud when it cheats our snares. I will ensure no tales are told of your valor.
Once you recover 3 runes, one each, you likely notice their distinctive flares of light. We begin at the enchanting table. There you will combine a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. This simple puzzle forms a glyph. Each glyph is best suited for weapons, armor, or jewelry. Simply place the glyph. Indeed you can. Bring the glyph to any enchanting station. There you can extract it to recover. You can find me at the enchanting station.
Jora Oko Ta.
Craft a glyph using a rune of potency essence. You should attach it to an item so you can see the enchantment's effects. You are now certified to fulfill enchanting rites. Your command of the crafts is impressive, but not yet in totality. Alchemists are masters of the elixir. They trap magic in a bottle for later use. But I can only certify you in one discipline at a time. As with master chefs, every alchemist must assemble the right components before crafting a special concoction. Are you so capable? We shall see. I require you to locate a solvent and Yes, every alchemical mixture requires a solvent, a pure liquid base, and reagents such as herbs and flowers. There's a quiet area nearby with mountain flowers and columbine. A fresh source of water can't be far from them. If you're in the wilderness, you'll find herbs, flowers, and mushrooms all around. These make the best reagents. As for solvents, look for bubbling springs. When you're ready, meet me at the alchemy station.
Hello.
Locate a solvent and some reagents so you may craft. An apprentice of mine tried to use seawater as a solvent. I had him drink the results. He agreed it was good. Now go to an alchemy station. Use a solvent and 2 differing reagents to craft a potion. Open your knapsack and place them in your mouth. The first time you consume a reagent, you'll learn its most rudimentary trait. True, some taste quite foul, but it's a small price. Potions have far too many benefits to recount. Expect them to have strong effects for short periods of time. Or are you asking how to use them? Open the stopper, place them to your lips, and swallow. When you're ready, meet me at the alchemy station. Blend the solvent's purity. Your potions have a slight fizz to them, but your skill with admixtures is unquestioned. Far better than my former apprentice. Mastery of 3 crafts is its own reward. Certainly. Please specify. Decades ago, before all the trouble, I was a renowned chef in Cyrodiil. I had engaged an exclusive contract to provide the Mages Guild. Broiling fish, forging glyphs,